Well, hey folks, today I want to talk to you about another part of working on your game, and it's going to involve this guy right here. But you're going to have to find out more right after the intro. Okay guys, I love my rangefinder, and I would also, if you haven't gotten a rangefinder, I would really encourage you to make sure you don't go cheap like I did. Get one that shows feet and not yards, because let's face it, this old brain just doesn't do that multiplication or division really well. I've messed up some readings just because I couldn't do my math. So spend a little more money and your brain will thank you for it. Okay, but so ever since the rangefinders have come out, it's been great for the sport. But one of the things I'm seeing is people becoming so dependent on these things. Now, back in the good old days, back in the 90s, we didn't have any of this stuff and we had to eyeball everything. And what I want to talk about today is training yourself to know the distances, getting used to being able to tell the distances without one of these guys. Because there are going to become times, whether it's in a tournament or you forget it or something, you're not going to be able to use this guy as much as you want, or you just don't have it. And you need to be able to reliably judge the distances of stuff so that you can just walk up to a hole and pretty much know what the distance and how you should throw it in. Now, this was also tie into knowing how far your discs go. And I have a video in the past that you can go find. I'll probably do a link somewhere up here, just about learning to know your discs. And you want to know how far they go, and then you want to know how far it is to the basket. So here's the thing, most of the time we get it, we understand. We get up to the tee shot and we range find into the basket, okay, it's 420 feet, we got that or whatever. Usually we can kind of tell that 300, 400 foot distance from the drives or whatever, but a lot of times where we get in trouble is that short mid-range area. We're not quite sure. Is that 100 feet? Is that 150 feet? 175 feet? And so for training today, what I'd like to encourage you to do is when you go out and play, especially on a course, something like this, bring your rangefinder out, and when you land in the middle of the fairway, take that spot and then start guessing the distances to different places, and then range find and see how good you are at judging the distances. It can kind of become a game, but what it's going to do, it's going to train you and your eye to guess and know how far things are. For instance, I'm going to show you, I'm going to switch this around. Okay, so I'm on hole 5 here at George Ward. And right here on hole 5, this is perfect practice because we've got basket here, we've got a basket back there. I could even go to the T sign there, but then we've got a basket up on the hill. Then we've got another basket here, 2 more baskets here, and a T sign here. So just from this area here, I can play this game and kind of work on these mid-range distances, or even a little bit farther, and start to see and start to check myself to see how accurate I am. And just like everything else, you're working on, you're training, you're teaching yourself how to do this. You need to be a lifelong learner. And in disc golf, it's just like anything else. If you want to get better, you need to put in the work. And this is just something you can do. Take a few minutes out when you're on the course, grab your rangefinder. If you pull out your phone, you could mark down what you think each one of these are, and then check it with your rangefinder, mark those down, and hopefully in a couple weeks of doing this, your level of error, your room for error gets less and less, and you start to being able to go, oh, that's 85 feet, that's 120 feet, and you're really pretty close on, and you'll get to the point where you won't really need this a lot, and that's the goal, because there are going to be times battery dies, you don't have it, you forget it, it's rainy, other things, you just need to get up and be able to know that's how far it is and throw. And so that's part of becoming a better golfer, is not needing to rely on as many things because you got it all locked up in here. So anyway, that's my quick tip for today. I hope that helps. One of the things I want to keep pushing with you is to work on your game. Don't just talk about it, complain about it. Get out there and train. Don't just play. If you want to get better, you got to work on it. And you got to figure out the areas that are messing with you and try to make those better by putting in the work. Okay, here are my quick guesses. I'm going to go to the T-pad sign there. I'm going to say this is 212 feet. To the short basket here, I'm going to say that's 135, and the long one 167. This one over here is about 108. And then we're going to come over to this T-pad sign here, and I'm going to say that's about 97, maybe 102. This guy right here, I'm going 75. And then the far back one back there, I'm gonna go 273. Now I'm just quickly popping these off in my head. I'm not trying to think too hard, because that's what hopefully you want to be able to program in how you see it. And I want to be able to just walk up and go, oh yeah, that's how far it is. So now I'm going to check the distance of these things on the rangefinder, and I'll put the conclusion down below. 90 to the T-pad sign. 77 to the short basket. 99 to the back basket. 70 to the short basket on the hill. 70 to the T-pad. 46 to the short basket. And 99 to the long basket. So I'll probably kill that. I was probably way off. It's morning and my eyes are blurry, so. But yeah, that's the thing. I need to work on this too, because you get kind of used to playing the same courses. That's the other thing. If you're playing the same courses all the time, you kind of get used to the distances and you get lazy about the distances. I need this as much as you do, to be able to walk into a new course and look at the basket and go, yeah, that's about that far away. So anyway, I'll put some of that information down below, but yeah, I think it's a very helpful thing. I like just going out into the middle of a field like this and being able to start working on distances. And then you could do it in the woods too, because the way your eye sees things, it's different there as well. But I think it's a great little game you could work with yourself to really improve your vision and your understanding of how far things are away, especially on a disc golf course. And I think your score will improve. So anyway, there you go. That's all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, I'm coming up on 1,500 subscribers, and I'm probably going to do a disc giveaway. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. I got to figure out a way to get everybody in the running for the giveaway, but I'm pretty slack in that kind of stuff. But I would love to have your subscription, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about it. And I'm just trying to do this and hopefully help you out, because I do believe one of the things that we are falling short of in this sport is we're not emphasizing the training and the practice. We're trying to throw out the tips and how to get quick fast, how to get good quick and fast, but we really need to put in the time and put in the work. No other sport really do they say, hey, you can get to 500 feet in no time at all. They go, no, guess what? You got to start out small and you got to work your way up by putting in the work. So anyway, I'm done preaching for today. I'm the old guy. I'm used to kind of doing things the old way, but I hope it helps you to get the mindset that you can improve, but you got to invest in yourself and your game. That's it. Take care, and hey, I hope to see you out on the course.